about righteousness.
89.9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
It is 8:45 here in SVG. Well, it's now 8:46. It is 8:46 here in SVG. You are listening to WEFM 99.9, the clean, fresh sound. And this is Activated Mornings with Roleza and Dianna. We are back to talk some more. And this time we are going to talk about hurricane season. Because if you didn't know, May is done. June is next week. Hurricane season begins, and I mean, it hasn't even begun, but we've been seeing some excess rain that is not necessarily normal for this particular time of year. So I think, and it has been predicted to be an active season. So looking at what we are experiencing even before the season starts, I think that we ought to be starting our preparations now. We have a few days before the official season starts. So we have a few days to start our preparations before the season. We need to be putting things in place now. We need to be looking at our emergency kits, our emergency plans, our necessities, the battery operated radios, battery operated things, portable chargers, and so on that you could use to charge your things while there is no electricity, as well as non-perishable food, which means food that you could have for a very long time without it spoiling. Things like chicken that need to be in a refrigerator, as far as I know. Now, the names of the storms have been released. It's always interesting to me, at least, when they release these names of these storms released, because I'm going to look to see. Let me see if there are any names there
like
that
Dianna.
Yes. If I see my own name, and if I see any other names that I am so familiar with, and I can report that I've not yet seen my name. Not that I'm saying I want to see my name in, being one of the named storms, but I haven't seen it as. I'm not even going to add yet. I have not seen it. All right. So what are we going to be talking about for the hurricane season? First of all, let me tell you the names. See if your name is on this list. So for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, these are the names of the storms that are expected. So there is Andrea, there's Barry, Chantal, Dexter, Erin, Fernand, Gabriel, Humberto, Imelda, or maybe that's Spanish and it's Humberto, Imelda, Jerry, Karen, Lorenzo, Melissa, Nestor, Olga, Pablo, Rebecca, Sebastian, Tanya, Van, and Wendy. Did you hear your name? All right, those are the names of the storms for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. And the season probability, they're saying that there is a 10% chance that it is going to be a below normal season. There is a 30% chance that it's going to be near normal. It's going to be a near normal season. And there's 60% chance that it is going to be above normal. They're expecting of the storms that I just named, they're expecting between 6 to 10 to form as a hurricane, and between 3 and 5 forming as major hurricanes. Let me check something. Because I didn't remember to check this before. Alrighty, so there is a little video from Vinlek. I'm going to play it on the live right now. So if you wish to, you can listen as well. But if you wish to look at the video, then you can get onto the live. It's just a short video from Vinlek on some advice for this season.
Hello everyone, it's Maxwell from Vinley, and let's talk safe. Fallen trees and branches are common causes of power outages. Do not wait until trees reach the height of the power lines. Trim any trees and branches on your property that are near power lines ahead of the storm. Please report trees entangled in power lines in your area. Call or WhatsApp 456-1540. Stay safe and stay cautious.
Right, so that was a hurricane preparedness tip there from Vinley. But I see we have a can we let's take the caller and then we will get back to the topic. Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning. Hello, good morning, caller. Hello. Oh man,
Dave Roberts, my lord.
Oh my goodness. Okay then. So
Dave Roberts, everything that you just mumbled was heard on air. All right? It was heard on air. You call him back? Good morning, Dave. Dave. All right. Continue.
all right, so you just saw a little clip of a video from Vinlec, and it is a hurricane preparedness tip, and it was focusing on overhanging trees. That's something that you would hear from time to time over the years when we are approaching the hurricane season. If you have trees that are really tall, they're hanging over your house, they're hanging over your neighbor's house, they are hanging over power lines, or they're so tall that they're close to the power lines, now is the time to be looking around your community, looking around your home to see if you have any of these issues and get it sorted. Now, I know sometimes we like to take a little chance on things, but it is better to be safe than sorry. So if you do have trees around you, that may be your project for the weekend, to just take a look around your yard to see if you have anything there that may need to be cut. If you don't have the tools, if you don't have the resources, what I can encourage you to do is to reach out to Braxa. I'm assuming this is the authority that would be best, or Braxa or Nemo. You can reach out to them and let them know. I noticed that this, or probably Vinlec as well, if it is related to the power line, and then probably get some advice from them on how to proceed. If they're going to intervene and do it, help you out, or if they could direct you as to how to do that. But now is the time to be looking out for those trees. Cut the trees. It may be a tree that you really love, but would you rather have that lovely tree or be safe? Because if it during the storm it falls on your house, it could be fatal, right? As well as those going up to the power lines. As usual, you got to start stocking up on your food that can last you for a long time. Food that does not need to be kept in a refrigerator, because if current go, then, and you don't have a generator, you don't have any other backup system, then, all of that could go bad. As well as having, notice the other day Roleza was talking about you said you already started stocking up on solar lights and so on, right? So she's already started her stock on her solar lights. So that's something that you can get your candles as well. Lamps still exist. My mother still owns a lamp, the same lamp from when I was a child, and it's going good. Yeah. And the lamp is still going strong. Boy, Roleza, that just brought me back to a memory, the memory of having to clean the lampshade. Boy, that's a serious business, cleaning a lampshade. You gotta hold that good and not make that lampshade drop out of your hands.
Well, you survived childhood, so yeah.
I did. I certainly did, right? So you could have your lamps, you could have your solar lights, your candles, or whatever else that would not need electricity, just in case current goes. Of course, the usual storing of water, which we should have already been doing. A water storage is something that we should be doing all year round, and not just in the hurricane season. But for those of you who have big tanks, kudos to you. You got a nice little supply there. Of course, if you don't have the big tanks, we know the good old way of storing water in what we call drums, which are the empty barrels. So I notice persons usually sell, so there would be persons selling, if they have empty barrels, they would sell persons those barrels so they could use them to store up water. Or if you have a friend or somebody you know who could give you one, you could use buckets. Those are things that we need to start thinking about. Don't wait until they say, hey, Andrea has formed. Nope, we start preparations now. And my final thing for you, keep up to date with Nemo and the Red Cross, especially. And if you see they're conducting trainings, they're having sessions anywhere in your community, please take some time out to go and have a listen. They usually give us very important information. And that is it from me there, talking about your preparation for the hurricane season. If you got anything to add?
All right. So the only thing that I would add to this is for persons who have properties along main roads in particular, to be mindful of your back walls and maybe the clearing of land in particular, because what tends to happen whenever there is a downpour, whatever it is that you do on your land, it has implications, or it can cause an inconvenience to the rest of the public, right? So we see on what happened last Monday, was it? I think it was. Yes, last Monday, where there was some land slippage at Kittles. Because that land slipped, it inconvenienced travelers on the leeward side of the island, all right? Those coming from the Kittles area. So those particularly who live along the main roads, just be mindful, just, double check your back walls, make sure that they're sturdy, make sure if you see any cracks, try to rectify whatever might be happening. If you have cleared the land, or if you're doing excavation, try to secure the land as best as you possibly can, because when the soil becomes waterlogged, it causes land slippage, all right? So it's just, that might just be the extra plug, because our roadways are small. We don't really have a lot of bypass roads, etc. So I know a little bit of, it's a lot more pressure is placed on those persons who live by the main roads, because you don't want to know that the whole side of a country gets shut down on account of your land slipping or your back wall falling in, all right? So that's maybe just the only other thing that I would add to everything else.
Oh, just my final thing. As usual, involve the children. Whatever plan you come up with, whether it is what to do in case of an emergency, you should always let them know, because in the event that you cannot carry out some sort of action, or in the event that you and them are not in the same place, they will know what to do. Trust that they will know what to do. Right? And I think that we are heading out of this particular segment at this time. In just about a minute or so, we are going to bring to you our ECCB currency exchange rates.